There are no heroes in this world anymore. One of my favorite lines out of comic book animated DC films came from Owlman. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Crisis on Two Earths, excuse me. When Owlman is at Earth Prime and he's talking to Batman. And he is discussing how having humanity make choices is what split and created Infinite Earths. And how man was the source of the cataclysm. Batman said, you can't be sure of that. And Owlman said the greatest 4 words that truly define humanity that I have ever heard. You know better. Man is a cancer. There are no heroes in this world anymore. We have patriots who are not patriotic. They are patriots in name only. Pinos, if you want to call them. They are patriotic about everything about America except the American people. We have people who fight for freedoms for themselves, but for everybody else, put a boot on that ass. You get no freedom here. We have people who stand up for justice only if it matters to them. Justice for anybody else does not count. So, we are fed a daily dose of lies, misinformation, and plain flat out bullshit. And why are we fed this daily diet? Because this is what we asked for. We wanted our heroes to be like John Wayne, even though John Wayne was not a hero of any kind. We asked for our heroes to be like Gary Cooper, even though Gary Cooper was an actor. We wanted our heroes to make us feel good like Ronald Reagan, because it was morning in America someplace. It was midnight for everyone else. We wanted our heroes to be sexy, like the muscled up Rambo and the muscled up Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. We demanded that our heroes be straight shooting, like Dirty Harry or Charles Bronson in Death Wish. They had to be larger than life, but they had to say the right things for the kids, like Hulk Hogan, who wasn't saying very many prayers. His vitamins were steroids, that sort of thing. There are no heroes in this world anymore. We have bastardized anything that would make a hero even worth talking to. Oh, were you the sort of hero that stands up for truth and justice? Whose truth? Who gets the justice? Oh, you're one of the heroes that look out for the innocent. Who's the innocent to you? Who are they? What do they look like? One of the biggest complaints I have always heard about comic book movies is how, or especially when it comes to Superman, is he's so overpowered, he's unrelatable. Really. He's only the template for every single hero around. Only the template. So our heroes have to be the way we want them to be, not the way they actually are. That's why so many people couldn't relate to Man of Steel. Can't relate to this Superman. An emo Superman? In other words, Superman's supposed to smile all the time. He has all the powers. He's supposed to smile all the time. But Frank Castle, the Punisher, the one that every fucking cop has on their cars and tattoos of, even though Frank Castle is an out-and-out fucking murderer who hated cops, that's a real hero. There are no heroes in this world anymore. And it is our fault, actually. We did it. We did. We demanded things from humans. And when they inevitably failed, we went and found a newer model. And subsequently, the people we had put on these pedestals began to believe they were untouchable. They could do anything, say anything. People will follow them. We got millions of followers, millions of fans, money out the ass. They were still humans. We lose men like Robin Williams to suicide. And men like Matt Lauer still breathe. This fake-ass hero worship is what got us the 45th President of the United States. It is the reason you will still find pictures of Trump as Rambo on everything. Because that man's a hero. That's a hero. There are no heroes in this world anymore. Oh, we have individual ones. Little small ones. Your mom, single mother, working 2 jobs. Takes care of the family. She's a hero. Does she want the title? Nope. Was she angling for the title? Nope. Simply what she had to do to feed her children. Your fathers spending days, weeks, months, years out of the country, on the road, in backbreaking work. They're the heroes. Did they want the title? Nope. Did they ask for the title? Nope. They're simply doing what they have to do to take care of their families. And then there are people who will take advantage of the work these people do in order to somehow make themselves part of that group. I'm just like him. I'm a hero. It's the reason you see so much hero worship of the Navy SEALs and the Special Forces and the Rangers, because they do a job a lot of men can't. They do a job a lot of women can't. But if you dress up like one, I got on the SEAL Oakless, I got the beard, I wear tactical gear. You can be just like your heroes. There are no heroes in this world anymore. Hero has now become a trademark. So has patriot. So has freedom lover. Whole lot of flag fuckers loving them some America, just hating Americans. Funny how that happens, isn't it? They love the landmass. Mom's apple pie with hot dogs in it. Lee Greenwood, God bless the USA. Hey, I have a differing opinion than you. I vote differently than you do. Fuck you, you hate America. When taking a knee is somehow disrespectful to the troops, but voting against veterans getting health care for burn pit cancers is somehow patriotic, it proves my point. Colin Kaepernick, other sports figures, standing up against the abuse of our law enforcement officers, abusing the black and brown and indigenous communities that they serve. How dare you? You disrespect the troops. Some of which these people forgot were still at war. Still dying in little places these motherfuckers couldn't find on a map. They're the heroes, though, remember? It is disgusting how we abuse these words. We've turned patriot and patriotism into a Negan-like baseball bat covered in barbed wire. If I don't follow directly behind the way you believe, which is directly behind the way that Trump believes, somehow I'm not a hero. I hate America, even though I have served this country longer than some of these motherfuckers that are telling me this shit have been alive. Again, funny how that happens, isn't it? So, there are no heroes in this world anymore. What we have are a collection of fake patriots, fascist freedom lovers, liars, bullshit artists, con artists, and people who would not understand what makes this country great or piss poor if you beat them to death with the knowledge. So, I have established that there are no heroes in this world anymore. So what does the American society and worldwide need more than anything? They need villains. Yes, in a world of fake patriots, you need somebody that's going to call other people on their bullshit. It's just that simple. You absolutely need that. You need a motherfucker who will stand up and go, hey, the emperor ain't got on no motherfucking clothes. He's buck ass out here with his jank swinging, as small as it is. You need a person that will look these patriot people in the fucking face and say, have you served? Have you ever given anything to anyone other than your motherfucking self? You are not a patriot. Kiss my ass. A person that will stand up and say, you know, while you guys are talking about people taking a knee during our special song, you keep electing motherfuckers that would rather cut the budget and pay off billionaires than help those same troops you swear are being disrespected when a basketball guy takes a knee. Fuck you, man. That's exactly the point. You need people like that. What did Tony Montana say? You need people like me. So you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy. So what does that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. You know how to lie. And it's true. It's absolutely true. You need villains now. And not just the I'm going to do mayhem for mayhem's sake type villains. No. What you need are the sort of villains who will say what has to be said and stand by every minute of it. A person that has absolutely nothing to lose is the scariest, most dangerous human being on the face of the earth. They simply are. When you've gotten tired of listening to the slogans to the point where either you want to stick needles in your ears so that you never hear them again, or take the slogans out at the kneecaps, you have become the villain. And I am not saying this simply because that is my nom de plume. No. I'm saying it is because it is absolutely what I believe. People are afraid to be hated. for telling the truth. Not the QAnon conspiracy truth. No, the shit that you can see with your fucking eyes. The shit that is written in these history books that the victors were so proud of 200 years ago, but now we don't want to talk about it because it's CRT. Those are the villains we need. The sort of people that say the things that they say, not for social media clout, not for social media glory, not for an attaboy or a following count or anything like that. The sort of person who is willing to burn it all down, themselves included. And that is where I come back to Owlman and Crisis on Two Earths. Owlman was willing to blow up Earth Prime, taking every single Earth throughout the multiverse and blowing them away. Because in his words, I'm making the only logical, real choice. That's the problem. Comfortability and fake will get you into places you never thought possible. But the truth will get you killed. It will. It will. You either have a slow, painful death from madness, a short burst death from someone just popping you in the fucking head or stabbing you. But you will not get to live to see the results of you talking. You will not get a chance to see the truth-telling come to fruition. You won't. What you will get, what you are destined to get, is remembered as the spark. If this world is ever going to change, we need to stop immortalizing monsters. I find absolutely nothing sexy about a military parade. I don't. It's a dick measuring contest with nukes. And if you have to go on the world stage and parade your massive armies, you pee on your balls. Nobody gives a fuck. You want to impress me, get mad at me and change the world. For the better. Not the worst. Not for your own selfish fucking needs. Change it for the better for everyone. Shut me the fuck up. Shut me the fuck up. That's the other aspect of the villain, of being a villain, that you have to understand. The villain makes the hero better. When all you have is a bunch of fucking heroes blowing smoke up each other's ass, who is really actually doing well? Who is actually really out there trying to change the world? Who? No one. They don't have to. Look at all I have wrought. Exactly. You're only looking at it from your ivory tower and your rose-colored glasses. Because you do not have to live on the fucking ground. You do not have to live with the pain and suffering of the people that you just fly right past, because they're just people. You don't have to ever take a bullet in combat to call yourself a patriot. You never have to see the results of you voting against your own best interest year after year, election after election, because you wanted to feel a fucking way. But your vote cost somebody else their home, somebody else their health care, somebody else everything. Their 401k, the savings they had for their kids, their houses. And the leader that you elected, which you thought was a real hero, decides to vote against those same people that you never have to lay a fucking eye on. You never have to look at them. You never have to look at the devastation that you have created, so you can continue to call yourself a hero. But a villain's job, a villain's fucking responsibility is to piss you off. Maybe the hero doesn't change the world, but the generations after the hero do. Because they get a chance to see what the hero really did, and they get to listen what the villain's saying that they did. And they get to make the choice for themselves. As long as you have an echo chamber, you will hear nothing but your own voice. It's true. As long as you have an audience of hanger-ons, lick spittles, ass kissers, whatever the fuck you want to call them, your voice will sound like music. But you get that one person in there that says, that shit sucks. Shut the fuck up. Now you're doing something. Now you're doing something. Now you're putting some people on game. And the problem is, nobody wants to be the villain, because the villain is a lonely fucking job. It's not 24/7. It's just from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close them. That's all it is. Your words resonate out into the ether. People hear and see. You are questioning everything. It's the fuck you're supposed to do. Oh, follow that guy because he's got a nice face? Fuck him. Oh, follow that plan because there's a bunch of flags draped all over it. Yeah, fuck that too. It is a villain's job to never stand on the side of the goddamn sheep, where the hero is leading them to morning in America. It's the villain's job to stand 1 minute before midnight and scream into the darkness, hoping that those who are asleep will wake the fuck up. And it's a limited job. It is limited by the actions of the hero. See, if the hero fixes the shit by the end of the book, villains did his job. Curses, foiled again. And he's gone. Or she's gone. Or they're gone. But if the hero still hasn't learned the lesson, then the villain has to keep teaching them that. The villain has to make the hero better. The villain gets a chance to take a fucking katana through the excuses, the slogans, the patriotic, the titles. Cut right to the heart. Expose it to everyone. It is a hero's journey from arrogance to humbleness, from self-assured to humbled, that makes the villain the most important part of any fucking thing. A good protagonist always needs an equally good antagonist. You don't want a cookie cutter, one-dimensional villain. Fuck you gonna learn from that? Nothing. No, you want a charismatic villain who balances on the other side of all that heroic bullshit. If your hero is a meathead, your villain is a brainiac. If your hero is fleet-footed and fast, your villain takes their time. If your hero is order, your villain is chaos. That is the villain's job, to make the heroes better. And what I have found is that they need a hell of a lot more fucking villains in this motherfucking world. Everyday life can create a villain. You have a job where all the work is funneled into one human being. And that one human being is faltering, fucking up, failing, not getting anything done, but they're the face of. The villain's job is to challenge that. You have the spot, now fucking earn it. You have someone in your life who's just going on and on about their luxury ride and their money and their jewels. The villain is the one to ask him, so what the fuck else do you have? What makes you any different from any other money-hungry clone? The villain will have no friends, but he will have other villains who do the same job to someone, something, somewhere, constantly. The villain is the cynic. The villain does not believe in the institutions. The villain wants to see them all burn because institutions breed sameness. There are no heroes in this world anymore. There are a lot of fake patriots, a lot of fake tough guys, a lot of fake everything. They are claiming the mantle of heroes. Our heroes. And some of them are abusing that title. As long as I have breath in my body, I will be in opposition to every single one of them. I will remain the villain of this story, whether anybody likes it or not. I do not care. And as long as I live, as long as I have breath in my body, that will be my job. And hopefully, the day will come when villains are no longer necessary. Because the heroes will have learned a valuable lesson and become better. But as long as people claim the mantle of hero without ever doing any work for it, there will always be a villain. Always.